Welcome to new class of 12th science coming from the 11th. The CBSE assigned new syllabus for the session 2021. There are 9 units in the subject physics. First unit named electrostatic containing 2 chapters of NCERT book. First name electric charge and fields, and second one electrostatic potential and capacitance. The required period for completion of these 2 chapters is 24, and second unit current electricity. Having only one chapter current electricity, required number of period is 18, and the weightage of these 2 units in CBSE examination out of 70 mark is 60. Similarly, third unit magnetic effect of electric current containing 2 chapters of NCERT book, number of period 22. Unit number 4 electromagnetic induction and alternating current containing 2 chapters EMI and alternating current, weightage 17. Similarly, electromagnetic wave unit 5 optics, dual nature of radiation, atom and nuclei, and last one electronic device containing semiconductor, electronic material, devices and simple circuit, having weightage 7. These are the split up of our syllabus. Now we discuss about first unit electrostatics. Okay, dear student, we know that about electrostatics. Electrostatics is first unit. Firstly, we discuss about what we mean by electrostatics. Electrostatics is a branch of physics. Just we bifurcate the name electro plus statics. Electrostatics is a branch of physics in which we deal about the stationary charge and interaction between them. We know that about charge. In the previous class at 9th, 10th, we already studied about charges. There are positive charge, negative charge, and some properties we know. First, like charges. We discuss about the property of charges. Like charges attract to each other. Like charges repel to each other. Unlike charge attract to each other. These are the property. Already you know that. But third one is the most important property we discuss here. Charge are quantized. The name of property is quantization of charge. It is the important property of the charge. Quantization of charge. According to quantization of charge, the total charge on a body is integral multiple of charge on a single electron. It may be positive or negative. Q equal to plus minus n. This is the quantization of charge, where n is either 1, 2, 3 integral numbers. E for charge on electron, and we know that charge on electron is 1.6 into 10 raised to of minus 19 coulomb. Means minimum charge on a body will be n equal to 1, minimum charge, then Q equal to only that means 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 coulomb. It is the least charge which will be present on the body. in the terms of 10 raised to minus 19. Suppose any body have lack of electron, then plus sign is taken. Suppose body have excess number of electron, then minus sign is to be taken. Just an example, suppose we have a body release 3 electron to outer side. Then there will be 3 positive charges. Means charge on this body will be plus 3e. Suppose this body gives this charge to another body too, then it is a body 1. Then Q1 equal to plus 3 and Q2 equal to minus 3e. We can calculate by putting the value of E in this number. We can calculate value of charges. It is a simple theory, but in CBSE examination, direct questions are not come. One example for CBSE question in examination. A conducting body have 10 power minus 21 coulomb charge. Coulomb is unit of charge. 10 raised to minus 21 coulomb charge. Is this statement is correct or not? Then we know that minimum charge will be in order of 10 raised to minus 19. But in this question, conducting body have charges 10 raised to minus 21. And 10 raised to minus 21 is less than of minus 20, 10 raised to minus 19. So this statement will be incorrect. That means minimum charge will be up to order of 10 raised to minus 19. Not possible minus 20, 10 raised to minus 20, 10 raised to minus 21. So, but 10 raised to plus 20 is possible. 10 raised to 21 is possible. Suppose Q equal to 10 raised to plus 20, then it will be possible. But less than of minus 19 is not possible. It is the property of quantization of charge. Okay. Next, other property, invariance property of the charge. Invariance property of the charge means charge at rest equal to charge at in motion. Suppose a body, charged body is in rest having 3 coulomb charge. It is a body, it is in rest, 3 coulomb charge, having 3 coulomb charge. Now it just start motion. Then there will be no change in the magnitude of their charges. This property is called invariant property of the charge. Means in rest or in motion, the charge is constant. Okay. Now we discuss about the next topic, Coulomb's force. Coulomb's law of electrostatic force. It is the basic law about electrostatics. First we give the statement of this law, Coulomb's law. Suppose we have two body number A and body B. Body A have magnitude, charge magnitude Q1 and other one Q2. The distance between both bodies from their center is r. Then according to this law, generally we know that they attract to each other or repel to each other. The nature of force depend on their magnitude. They are either plus or minus. If both are of same charges, means when both are like charges, then repel to each other. When they are unlike charges, they attract to each other. Then what amount of force? It is given by Coulomb. According to Coulomb's electrostatic force, the force between two charges is directly proportional to product of their magnitude and inversely proportional to square of distance between them, as proportional to Q1 Q2 their magnitude and inversely proportional to square of distance between them. After combining, we can write as proportional to Q1 Q2 upon R square. Next one, a proportionally constant is taken. Proportionally constant K. Q1 Q2 upon R square. It is the electrostatic force according to Coulomb's law, equation number 1. Here the K is called proportionality constant. The value of constant K, proportionality constant, and its value depend on two conditions. First, depend on system of unit. System of unit means in which system we take place this number F and Q and R, so on. We know that in 11th class we read about 4 system of unit: CGS system, MKS system, FPS system. In different system of unit, value of K is different. And other one on which K depend is medium between two charges. Value of K also depend what is the medium present in between two charges. Now we discuss about it, value of K. First point, we generally discuss two system of unit, one CGS and second one SI system. First, in CGS system. In CGS system, we have two types of media. Either air is placed in between two charges or some dielectric media is present in between. Then first case in CGS system are air or vacuum. For air or vacuum in CGS system, what will be the value of K? The value of K is 1 in this condition. Then by equation 1, the force between two charges will be Q1 Q2 upon R square, simple. And we know that the unit of force in CGS system is dyne. That means in this situation F equal to Q1 Q2 upon R square in dyne. Now for in the same system of unit for dielectric media. Dielectric medium. Suppose dielectric media is placed between them. Dielectric media means rubber, glass, present between the both charges, then force will be effective. For dielectric media, the value of K is 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught. 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught. epsilon naught is permittivity of the free space. Its value is complete value 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught. Complete value is 9 into 10 raised to of 9, and epsilon naught is permittivity of free space and having value 8.82 into 10 raised to minus 12. Okay. Then what will be the value of force according to equation 1? By equation 1, the force will be 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 upon R square. It will be the force, but in Newton. Sorry, in dyne also. It is a serious system. Now, in second case, in SI system, and first point for air or vacuum, the K equal to 1 by K. It is small k, which is taken as a proportionality constant, and here we take again K, capital K. Capital K is the dielectric constant of the medium. In SI system, for air or vacuum, small k equal to 1 by K. Then formula will be F equal to 1 by K Q1 Q2 upon R square in Newton. Now, second, for dielectric medium, B, for dielectric medium, small k equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught capital K. Means in value form 10 raised to minus 9 by K. Then formula will be 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught K Q1 Q2 upon R square. It is the most important formula to determine the force between two charges. From this formula, we can deduce for any other cases. Suppose in air or vacuum K equal to 1, for CGS system 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught taken as 1. Now we discuss about unit of epsilon naught. What will be the unit of epsilon naught? You know very well what is the unit for force, Newton, Q1 Q2 coulomb, distance meter square. But what will be the unit of epsilon naught? From this equation, epsilon naught equal to Q1 Q2 upon 4 pi K R square into F, means unit of epsilon naught equal to unit of these number. Then unit charge coulomb square per 4 pi K have no unit, R square have meter square, and F for Newton. Then coulomb square per Newton meter square is unit of epsilon naught. It is the unit for epsilon naught. Okay. Now we define dielectric constant in terms of Coulomb force. Suppose we take CGS SI system. In SI system, the force between two charges is given by 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught k q1 q2 upon r square. For the same setting, if we take air or vacuum between two charges, it is for dielectric media. It is the formula for dielectric media between two charges Q1 and Q2. Suppose now this dielectric media is removed, air is filled between them, then formula will be Fa equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 upon R square. The value of K for air is 1. After dividing both equations, we get Fm upon Fa equal to 1 by K. That means K equal to Fa upon Fm. Means now we can define dielectric constant. Dielectric constant is the ratio of force between two charges in air to the force between same charges when air is replaced by some dielectric media. The value of K for air is 1, for metal is infinity and always greater than 1. हमेशा ध्यान रखो K की वैल्यू greater than 1 होती है. Okay, close.